Namaskar, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. I'm your host, Dr. Jyoti Arora. I welcome you all to this show. And today we will be starting with a new yoga, and that is Adi Yoga. So now I will invite Mr. Abhishek Kumar to enlighten us and give more information on this yoga. Over to Abhishek.
Thank you very much. It's a great scripture, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, in short BPHS. And I really feel very fortunate I got this opportunity by the blessings of Mahaguru to give some commentaries on this platform. As usual, I'm just trying to pay my humble and respectful tribute in the lotus feet of Adi Guru and the Guru Parampara before starting this Adi Yoga. What Maharshi revealed in the chapter BBD Yoga Adhyaya. That's very excellent. Excellent chapter because yogas in astrology is just like a backbone of the for any astrologer. This is the framework to understand the chart. So let's immerse in a prayer of Adi Guru before following the footprints of Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar, what he is revealing about Adi Yoga to his student Maitre. Vande Vandanatustu Manasa Mati Prema Priyam Premadam Purnam Purnakaram Prapurna Nikhile Swakavasam Sivam Satyam Satyamayam Trisatya Vibham Satyapriyam Satyadam Vishnu Brahmanutam Swakiye Kripayo Ta Kritim Sankaram. Jai Gurudev. So, remembering the Lord, now it's time to enter into Mahaguru Parasar Mahakathan related to Adi Yoga. Adi Yoga, if we try to understand Adi Yoga, the word, the meaning, Adi, the literal meaning of Adi is like it's like a getting initiation in a good faith. So the dhatu, the meaning of Adi, that is coming out from our divine language of the God, Sanskrit. It's like getting initiation in a good faith. Achhe se diksha lena, that is the Adi meaning. So you can imagine the stature of the native who got initiation from a great divine parampara in a good faith of his gurus. So how his life will be like that? He must be a Mahatma. He must be a Shastragya. That's why Maharshi is coming like that. Mahatma Shastra with Sukhi. So the literal meaning of this yoga is indicating about the effect of the yoga itself. So the name of the yoga is containing the effect of the yoga, if we understand the name literally. There is a practice in our divine arena of astrology where we are having many lagnas, but the Rasi chart and then moon chart and then sun chart, these three got more prominence, more superiority, but we got other lagnas also. So Adi Yoga is happening from lagna as Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar revealed in this verse, in this great Mahaguru Kathan, through this verse 37 of Vividh Yoga Adhyaya. But other great astrological authorities, I'm not saying like that they are the authors or they are the teachers. They are not simple acharyas. I'm talking about the great astrological authorities like Barahmir. They're coming like from moon also you can go for this yoga. And in that case, this Adi yoga become the Chandra Adi yoga. But Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar is instructed us to go through the ascendant, through the Lagna. So that is the Lagna Adi yoga. This yoga is very important in order to understand the life of the native, to predict the life of the native. That's why almost most of the acharyas spend some time to understand, spend some time to research this yoga. So first, let's immerse in the verse, then we will discuss more about this great yoga. Parasaruvacha Lagnadhi yoga Lagnam Madastagai Saumyaha Papadrig Yoga Varjitaiha. He's playing with the word. He's saying mother. So he's calling seventh house. And then Ast, he is calling eighth house. So he's talking about the seventh house and eighth house from the Lagna. So from the Lagna, seventh house and eighth house he's talking. And then Saumya, so Subh planet, benefic planet. And Pap Drishti, no, there is no Pap Drishti. Pap Drishti Yoga Varjitaha. There should not be any Pap Drishti. So Maharshi is going like that. And then he is talking about the Lagna Adi Yoga, because the counting will start from the Lagna, seventh house and the eighth house. And then in the second line of this great verse, Yogo Lagnadhi Yoga Asmin Mahatma Shastra Vid Sukhi. Shastra with Sukhi, Shastra, scripture, command over scripture, scholar, with finance, the money, and then Sukhi, ultimately, he will be happy, happiest person, because he got Shastra in one hand and money in other hand. He will be the most happiest person on this planet. And doing good because he got a understanding of Shastras. So he's a Mahatma also. So in the second line, he is giving effect of this yoga. And in the first line, he talked about the combination. So Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar, when revealed this one 2500 years ago, and our Shastras in Sanatan Parampara, they are live Shastras. Acharyas are coming in every yugas and they are doing commentaries. So always there is a possibility, always there is an encouragement from the Guru Parampara. Go and explore, go and do research. And lots of research is still going on by the original seeker, genuine seeker of this great Shastra. I'm picking up these things because when Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar said, check the seventh house and the eighth house from the Lagna, but great astrological authorities like Baramhir, he talked about check sixth house also. So sixth house, seventh house, and eighth house. That is his instruction. And a major section of the astrological authorities, including Mahan Acharyas, they are going by that instruction. So sixth house, seventh house, and eighth house. Even in modern context, if we go and see the commentary on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra by Chokhamba publication, they are also of this opinion to include sixth house. But whatever commentary we are using in this series, in that commentary, the older version, only the 7th house and 8th house is in the picture. So I also believe 6th house, 7th house, and 8th house should be checked for the Adi Yoga. Why Maharshi come up? Why Baramihir, the great Baramihir, come up with the 6th house? 6th house. 6th house is all about the Roga, Rin, and Satru. 6th house is the Upachaya Bhava, 6th house is the Trika Bhava. So this position, this combination in auspicious combination in 6th house, in this order, will give native power to crush the enemy, power to overcome the enemy, power to fight with the bad loans, power to fight with the disease, and ultimately he is going to be Sukhi. Ultimately he is going to be Sukhi, and his daily routine, his job life, that will be blessed. So that part of his life will be Sukhi. And then Mahaguru, as well as other acharyas like Baramir, coming and agreed on 7th house, because the blessing on the 7th house will give native, will bless native with the happy married life. So happy married life, this native will be able to enjoy his partnership, his married union. So that blessing is also coming. So he will be ultimately Sukhi. He will be ultimately Sukhi. And the 8th house, hidden enemies are there. So that blessing will protect native from the hidden enemies and give power to go deeper in the Shastra. That's why Mahaguru is saying Shastra with Sukhi. And the native will ultimately become Prasiddha, famous. So this Adi Yoga is not only giving native a scholarship. This Adi Yoga is giving native money also, earth also. That is the beauty of this yoga. Some of the yogas, people, great scholars, they have a lot of knowledge, full of knowledge, just like an incarnation of Saraswati, but no money. A lot of examples we have in modern context also. One of our guru got big prize from Indian government, but he doesn't have money to travel to Delhi. So this type of yoga is also happening. You have a lot of knowledge, but no money. But this Adi Yoga is blessed with the knowledge, Saraswati, and blessed with the money, Lakshmi also. That is the beauty. That's why this yoga is very important. And almost all the acharyas spend some time on this yoga. Checking this yoga through the Lagna, checking this yoga through the Chandra. When checking this yoga through the Chandra, it becomes the Chandradi Yoga. Although Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara has not considered here. But that is the practice. Why important to check this yoga? Because the beauty of the effect, blessing native with the scholarship, blessing native with the financial well-beingness. So that is the beauty. That is the beauty. This yoga. When we go try to understand this yoga more, try to understand more, then there might be possibility to categorize this yoga in further 3 types. This yoga, because we are considering 3 houses, 6th house, 7th house, and 8th house. There might be possibility Pap Grahas, malefic planets are posited there on that specified location. So that is the Pap Adhi Yoga. There might be possibility Subh Grahas, Som Grahas, what Mahaguru is saying, posited here, that is called Subh Adhi Yoga. there might be possibility some of the benefic planets and some of the malefic planets are posited there, then that can be called Misrit Adi Yoga. That can be a possibility. That can be a possibility. So there might be a permutation combinations for in this case, and there can be 7 permutation combinations if we think. If we consider these 3 houses, if we consider 3 houses, then all planets can be in 6th house, or all planets can be in 7th house, or all planets can be in 8th house, or all the planets can be in 6 and 7, or all the planets can be 7 or 8, or all the planets can be 8 and 6, or all the planets can be distributed in 6, 7, and 8. There can be a permutation combination, because I told you a lot of research happened on this yoga, because this yoga is so important. But when we categorize this yoga in this type, like Subh Adi, Pap Adi, and Misrit Adi, Barahamir came up and he rejected this concept. Although who categorized this one? The great Guru Bhattotpal. So Bhattotpal is one of the monument of astrology. He has spent a lot of time to do commentaries on the work of Baramihir only and the Brahmagupta only. But Baramihir believes we have to go like that, no categorization. We have to go like that. We have to check the 3 houses, 6, 7, and 8, and the intensity of the yoga is depend upon the avastha of the planet, how planets are posited there. So that is his belief. But great Guru Bhattotpal came up with a conclusion, and that's very important to mention here. We are discussing these astrological authorities because it's very important to yoga, although our focus is Parashara centric. But looking at the seriousness of this subject, so I believe we should not hide ourselves from Baramir or Bhattotpal. So Bhattotpal believe if there is one planet in full strength in any of these houses, that person become a leader. That is his research. If there are 2 getting full strength, he will be a minister. Or if there are 3 in all the houses, then he will occupy eminent position in his life. That is his finding, Bhattotpal's finding. So at least we should accept that one, because that is a reflection of Mahan Acharyas related to Adi Yoga. It's very easy to identify. You have to see the 3 houses, 6, 7, and 8 from Lagna, then Lagna Adi Yoga. You check about the benefic planet. And from Chandra, if you are checking 6, 7, and 8, so Chandra Adi Yoga, if all the benefic planets are posited there, that's the Parashara Adi Yoga, very easy. Although Bhattotpal categorizes 3 categories, that's very, because he applied permutation and combination, that's very practical. But that is the direction of Mahan Baramir. We should go like that, follow the principle of the intensity of the yoga in proportion to the avastha of the planet. No need to further categorization. Although findings of Bhattotpal is very important, because that will give you idea how native life will go. If there are because it's very difficult to find exact ideal Adi Yoga. So the three houses and three benefics are sitting. So it's very, very rare. That's why, but in practice, when you go and do the practice, then Bhattotpal will come into the picture, and definitely you are going to apply his principle when you are applying this verse number 33. So all verses of Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra is like a mantra. So it's like a blessings of Mahaguru. Mahaguru is blessing us to give how to, what should be the line of prediction. Although the prediction belongs to, it depends upon the predictive intelligence of any devage, any astrologer, uh, because the correction in modern context, this Kalpatra is very important, I believe. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Abhishek. It was quite enlightening. You have explained this yoga in a very detailed manner. So according to Parashar, if you see, it is 7th and 8th from Lagna. And Varahamihir also included the 6th house. So if you come across a birth chart where you have only 7th and 8th having the benefic planets, then we should consider it
That's
as
why
Lagna the yoga is present.
that's why Bhattotpal is coming into the picture. That's why I read out that he's finding in the end, if two houses you got the planets, that is the Adi Yoga itself, and potential of the yoga, he can be a minister. So minister here is a wrong translation. Minister means mantri who can give the mantrana. He can he can have any position in his organization or society where he can advise someone, advisory position. So that Bhattotpal is saying. That's why it's very important to utilize that one. And then Bhattotpal is saying if only one, then also he's saying he will be a leader of the claim. So that's why these things are very important. Adi yoga is happening,
So even if
but
one of the house has a malefic planet, then also the yoga will be there. If the other two has benefic.
according to Bhattotpal, that is there, but the intensity is very negligible, and it's also depend upon the avastha of the planet. That's why a lot of research is happening, because it's very ideal to find Parasari Adi Yoga in the chart. That's why Baramihir is appearing and Bhattotpal is appearing and other Mahan Acharyas are appearing. It is still matter of research, original, genuine research.
Thank you so much for enlightening us and giving your insight on this yoga. Over to you now.
Thank you very much. And the best part is like how he picked up the 6, 7, and 8. So the balance of the life, how you can call a native Sukhi when balancing these three houses. Because the other houses, when he starts lives, the Uday, the birth in the Lagna, then he is a kid, a small kid, and coming, he is under the guidance and supervision of his caretaker. So everything is taken care. Now, now he is coming up, and now he has to do. Then planets are blessing him, making him Sukhi.
I think in the modern context, 6th house is playing a larger role. That's why 6th house is being added later. In the modern context, it's very important to see.
It's very difficult to say. It's a modern amendment, because when I remember, if I remember Bhattotpal, so 888 AD. So I will take you to the 888 AD. He was live there in the valley of Kashmir. So it's not modern. It's not modern amendment. We are learning now. But you are right. In modern context, that house is very important, and even in old context, that house was also very important, because one house has infinite number of significations. It's still matter of research. Although Kalidas in Uttar Kala Amrit, he gives some numbers like significations. So these are the significations 33 for this one, and then he's going like that. But still a lot of research is required. A lot of research, because when you try to understand the process of manifestation, what Mahaguru Bharsi Parasa revealed in the beginning, so that is the starting point. So significations, new significations are creating when we are following the process of the evolution. New significations, just like new jobs are creating. Now AI has created a lot of jobs. Those jobs are not, if you go 50 years back, those jobs are not available. Now new jobs are creating. So these houses, we got 12 houses. So these are the mystical houses. So whatever is creating now, AI is creating new jobs, or after 100 years, but those are already inbuilt in our 12 house system. So that is the beauty. That is the beauty of this great divine super science. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to me and asking questions. I will follow our parampara, Sanatan parampara, pray for everyone on this planet through this prarthana, and then close the meetup. Om Asuto ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Santi, Santi, Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Thank you.